Hey everyone. So for this week, we're going to break things down into the two plants. So Madison plant, Poinette plant, and then we're going to focus on the priorities that we identified last week within those companies. Now, when we separate by plant, our priorities may change a little bit, but we know what the company wide is at this point. And so what you see on the screen here is the policy year trend no outliers. And so we're going to be working to fill out a table like this for each plant and then have one of these for each priority broken down. We're going to try to forecast it and see how it works. And this is pretty timely because I need to have these numbers done by tomorrow because my counterpart, Corey, and I are going to use it to put together a proposal to bring in a physical therapist to come and assess some of our material handling issues. They've kind of been popping up a lot lately for who knows what reason, right? Okay, so here's what we need to do. So this is what we're going to want to have, right? But what I want to do is I want to start with the final thing we had done with the outliers included. Okay, so this is something that was done last week. Here's my policy year. Here's the plant, class codes, cause, and detail cost. Everything's here, no outliers removed. Okay, so that's where we're going to start. So I'm going to take this, copy it to a new tab. And what I want to do real quick is I want to bring over that table that I had just shown you. So what I can do is create the starting point. So the company-wide trends, just as an interesting starting point for no other reason. Just I want to know where we are, and it's going to be in the policy trend, no outliers. Okay, so I'm going to bring this over, copy, and is this my new one? Yeah. Well, where did I put it? It's always good to keep it the same. M221 is the starting point. M221. M221. Why is it? I don't think that's going to work. Maybe I'll try up here more. That doesn't look good either, does it? Paste. No, I don't like that at all. Should I try to put it down here? Oh, that still isn't good. I'm hitting Z to remove it. Let's see what this does. That's not as bad. And then what I can do is shrink this. Can you guys even see this? Probably not. All right, let's get these things settled in. It's a little better. Not great, a little bit better. Okay. So now what I can do is I can graph these things. So why are we doing 4-year average? Because I think, because of this right here. Not great, but it's lower, so it bucks the trend, and so that's why we're going to go with the 4-year, 2017 through 2020. It's only got 3. And that's just for the total paid stuff. So I'm not going to be graphing the indemnity or paid anymore. It's just going to be the total paid. We're just going to be using that from here on out. And then I need to fill this stuff in. That really looks messed up, doesn't it? Let's delete everything there. So I'm going to populate this first, and then I'm going to reduce it to the 2 different sites. And that's actually fairly easy. And then we can do it with the outliers removed, and then we can really start cooking with gas. Okay, so I cannot fill this out right now because it's with and without, and it's better to fill it out when you just have the without. But I want to put the original things together, so we can go through 2021 with the count, and again that is the insert tab, and then we go over to here. I wonder when the phone's gonna ring. It's gonna. If you follow my videos at all, the phone always rings when I'm recording. Hasn't rung all day. Just waiting for it to happen. I don't know if you can hear this music in the background. I needed something to get me going here. It took me a while to get in the mood. Format access. This is where we want to turn that to a 1. Okay, that looks good. This is the claims per policy year. And it's 2017 through 2021. Outliers included. All right, we'll put the best fit line on here, or trend line. I always call it the best fit line. That's what I was taught. We want to get out to 2023, so we're going to add 2 years. I want the equation and the R square. And we could compare this if we wanted to. It looks about right to me. And now let's do the total paid. I'm just going to shrink that a little bit. That's better. Get my total paid in here, but the total paid, I'm only going to go to 2020, if you'll recall. Insert, scatter plot. Bring this down here. Oh yeah, I have to give it the proper, gotta go select data and edit and the X values. 17 through 20. Fix this. Format axes, excuse me. And trend line. Now we gotta go ahead 3 years because we only went at 1 point. All right. So here's the starting point now. You know, if we're going to use this, it's going to go out to here. If we're going to use this, it's just going to be that right there. Oh, got to save my work. File, save as, and I got to go to week 4. Week 4, and now this is going to be plant priority forecasting. Okay. Did I change it to week 4? Yeah, I did. Okay. All right. So this is what are we doing here? This is kind of a starting point. So this is plant focus base. Outliers included. All right. So this is what we're going to do now. Copy this. And new one. And I'm going to do Madison first. So here's what we do. We highlight the header row and we turn it into a filter. And then I sort by plant. And I'm going to delete everything that's not Madison. So with the M's. So I go over here and highlight the O's and the P's. And I realize it's going to delete a lot. I realize that. And delete. So I just have Madison now. Just Madison. It'll be interesting to compare the company-wide to just Madison. Now, a lot of the stuff is messed up because these things have changed. So now it's only 2 through 63. Let's see here. And I could recalculate these now because I have new, let me blow this up for you. So now that I've got the new ranges, I could change it from 2 to 9. Oh, what did I do? Oh, I did something. 2 to W9. I don't know what happened there. You probably do. But the biggest thing is the open claim. So 2 to 9 and 10 to 20. 10 to 20. The next one is, and is it S? S21 to S25? Is that right? Are these open? Yeah, that's correct. Gotta do the reopens too. So that's gonna be 2 to 9. I don't know how I messed that up before. It's going to be 10 to 20. And what I'm doing is I'm just re-entering the ranges that are over here. This one is 21 to 25. This one needs to be S21 to S25. Not many in that year, is there? This is S26, S26 to S41. This is S42 to S61. And then this one is S62 to S63. Now I gotta go up and finish these. And what line are we on? With 26 to 41. S26 to S41. I hope you remember doing this from before, because we're gonna do it again. Next one is S42 to S61. And the last one is 62 to, or I'm sorry, 62 to 63. S62 to S63. Return. All right, we have 2 and 2. Is that correct? 2 and 2. It is. All right, the number of $0 claims, it doesn't matter as much, but we can do that. 2 to 9 should be 10 to 20. 10 to 20. Oh, I got to do these. So it's column, so it's W21 to W25. Next one is W26 to W41. All I'm doing is just updating. I'm just trying to get the Madison plant. I'm going to have to do the same thing with Poinette. I'm not going to do it in this video. I think I'm going to do it in the next video. W61. And the last one is W62 and W63. W62 to W63. All right. And are 9 open claims correct? It is. Or $0 claims, excuse me. Percent open, that's all. Okay. Ooh, that's 15. What's it looking like here? Yeah, I think we'll use it. We just have this weird dip right here. But let's save our work. Let's go ahead and graph Madison. Look at Madison is 62 claims. The total's right here. This is with the outliers included. We'll remove the outliers in the next one. But here's the new breakdown. So for instance, we can look at the RPN. And we could change it, but it really looks like 3076. I don't know how much further we're going to look. We may only be looking at 3076 for Madison. The next one, there's not much there. This is a majority of it. It is. 22% out of that. So we could recalculate it. Top 2. Here's what we would do. We highlight this, and then we do the sort by RPN, high to low. Yeah. And then the new ranking is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And if we look at the magnitudes of everything, I mean, this just stands out. And what percent would be the top 1? Here, we can look. So what is 1 out of 7 equals 1 divided by 7? That's 14% or 14.3. Where am I looking? There we go. Percentage. This is top 1. I mean, it's all up here, as you can see. I mean, let's get a legitimate... So it's 14 of 30, which I just got to get rid of some decimal points. That's 46.8%. Let's get this one as well. Equal to 22 divided by the new total. And get rid of this. 80. There's that 80, just the one. So this is what, I mean, really, I think that's all we really need to focus on here for Madison. Now, there's going to be outliers that are going to be different. Did this change at all? It did. I'm going to go ahead and highlight this and turn it into a sort. And you just see how it got rid of my top one. So I get rid of that. It covers it. I have to sort by Z. Largest to smallest. Here's my new ranking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Top 4 didn't change. But I'm thinking top 3. Do I have a top 3 here? Let's see what the equivalency is for it. 23 out of 27 is 80. Wow. Yeah, so I'm thinking top 3. Isn't it crazy how that works? It really is. Okay. Now down here we know this is just too sparsed out, so we're not going to use it. So this is the Madison plant. Madison outliers included. Oop, OL. That's for outliers. Included. You can use whatever you want for that. Save my work. So let's compare Madison's trend to the overall plant. So this is the overall plant. I did that in the last one. It didn't change. Only these tables over here. So I'm going to change this to plant-wide. So company-wide. Company-wide claims per year, total paid. Company-wide total paid per policy year. 2017 to 2020. Remember, because we didn't do the whole thing, outliers included. All right. Now, let's see what we have now. We're going to go all the way to 2021 because that's a full year. Insert. And we'll see what happens in a little bit when we... Hey, it kept it. That's awesome. I can do my trend line right off the bat. I don't know why it did it. That's awesome, though. We're going to move forward 2 years because we want to get to 2023. Display that, display that. So when we just look at Madison, you can see how the trends kind of changed a little bit. So now this is going to be Madison plant. Madison plant. Claims per policy year. 2017 through 2021. I did think there for a second. Outliers included. So from a company perspective, in 2023, it looks like we're going to have just over 60. Madison plant is going to have about 23 or 24. Do you see the difference here? The R square, it's pretty similar. You know, the increase is about 6 per year. Here it's about 3. Half for claims. All right, let's move that over a little bit. And now let's do the total paid. And we're only going to go through... Are we going to do 2021 again? I mean, we did it before, didn't we? I can't remember. What does it look like? Open claims. 15%. Well, but look, it's a 73, so I'm going to go with it, okay? Insert. Ooh, yuck. That doesn't look good at all, does it? Because of that 1 year super low, it dipped down. I think it was the COVID year, if I'm not mistaken. Select data. Edit. X values. We'll go through 21. There was only 5. Okay, I see. All right. Hit OK, hit OK. I gotta fix this. I don't know why I didn't have to do the other one. Return 1. Okay, it did it. All right, let's do the trend line. We want to bump it out to 2023. Get an R square. Ugh, it's horrible. So that's not a good trend. Really high year here, really low, even around there, which means we're going to have to default to the averages more than likely. And if we go all the way to here, yeah, there's 15% open. How different are these numbers? The average went down, so that's a little bit more conservative. The total paid average is about here. So these are the numbers we're going to have to be using with and without outliers. Okay, so this is the width. Let me quick add this, and then we'll take a really quick look at it. So this is the Madison plant. Total paid per policy year, 2017 through 2020. Or did we do 21? We did do 2021, didn't we? Yeah. Outliers included. If we took it out, it wouldn't help at all. Look at the R-square value is worse. Substantially worse. But now we could fill this out. Well, no, we couldn't, because it's company versus plant. So we wouldn't fill this out yet. This is company-wide. We want to just do, I filled it out already. But we're going to need it when we take out the outliers. Move that over a little. But we have a basic comparison now between the plant-wide and just the company-wide and just the Madison plant. And that's what I wanted. That company-wide, it appears that in 2023, the total benefits paid will be around $300,000 at the Madison plant. Given this really poor best fit line, puts it more around 60. So, but that's a really low R squared, so what we should do is probably use more of the annual averages. So puts it at 70. It's not much different. Not much. I mean, you could almost estimate that might be. So I think this is a better number. I don't like that R square value, but that's what the outliers. Okay, so let's now save our... Oh, no! I didn't mean to do that. What did it change? I don't know. I'm going to save my work. I'm going to copy this to a new tab, and I want to take out the outliers now for the Madison plant. How do I do that? I'm just working with Madison plant. That's all. I deleted everything else. This is just Madison plant claims. So I need to highlight the top row, turn it into a filter, and I'm going to filter now by the total paid, high to low, largest to smallest. I've got 4 outliers. I'm going to take them down. Control cut. Go down here, put them where they belong. Boom. All right, what do we got here? What do we have? We have, they're all 3076. That's what we're going to be focusing on. What are the causes? Slip, trip, and fall, 2 manual material handling, and a repetitive motion. So these are the 3 things that my cohort and I are going to be analyzing for that, what I just mentioned a few moments ago. I have to get this done for tomorrow. So I'm going to be, okay, let's look and see what we have now, because this is with outliers included. We remove the outliers. This range now goes from 5, right? But I'm not going to reanalyze this. I'm just going to use all the way to 21, I believe. I can do that, yeah. And what's our new totals? So we're down to 119. How much was removed? Let's get some room to move here. Insert. A couple extra spaces. So total paid equals the sum. Oh, there's 4. That's right. That's how much. That's how much was removed. That is quite a bit. That's a majority of it. So 236,000, and we are left with 119. So it's substantially lower. I think we can just stick with this one single class. And when I look here, I think manual material handling. I almost have to resort these because cut puncture is in 3rd now. Here, I'll show you. I'll highlight all of this. Data, sort by RPN. Oh, I want to do RPN. All right, So now here is my new order. Manual material handling, repetitive, and cut, puncture, scrape. What were my outliers again? Slip, trip, and fall, manual material handling, repetitive. Okay. Interesting. Really interesting. This is with outliers removed, remember. Okay. So all we're really focusing on now are the class and the type of the cause. That's what we want to narrow to. So for the Madison plant management, I'm going to say, so company-wide, this is what the overall data set said. Company-wide, this is what we're expecting for forecasted losses. But here, these are the things we need to work on here, and this is what we could expect to pay if nothing's done. That's what we're working toward. All right, I got to sort this by, is it Z? Largest to smallest. Okay. Didn't change, did it? Top one is substantially more. We might, I don't know. Not real happy with that. I gotta sort this. Or did I already? I already did. Do I want to look at yeah, the maybe look at repetitive, but manual material handling. Also, is this valid? 73% for the top three. Oh, there's not much there. Yeah, I might still look at these three causes within that top thing. So let's take a look with outliers removed now. So we have company-wide. It's interesting, right? I'm going to move this over here. Eyes without a face. Okay. Getting my Billy Idol on. Do a side-by-side comparison. I don't know why I put those up there. Got plenty of room from which to work. Your eyes without a face. All right. We're making new tables now with outliers removed. 4 of them. All right. Let's see what our new trend looks like. Policy year and count through 2021. Insert, scatter plot. And now what we're going to do is we are going to complete the table up above. So for the Madison plant, with and without, and then we don't have a lot of narrowing to do, which, looking at the time, I'm going to do that in the next video, and then we'll build from it. I'll show you what I mean. Because this is just the Madison plant. Let's do the total paid. Oh, wait, what am I doing? I want to do total paid through 2021. Scatter plot. Need to add the x-axis. Still, the phone has not rung. I couldn't tell you why it hasn't. Other than because I probably said it. So maybe now every time we do a video, I'm going to announce that, all right, we're recording, and see, kind of try to challenge the fates. Crack myself up. All right, fix this. Trend line, ugh, ugly trend line. Move forward 2 years, R squared and y-intercept. R squared improved from the last one, and I gotta fix this. Format access, 1, return, trend line, forward 2 years. All right, that improved. Went from a 5.76 to a 0.6, and still it's not great, but it's better. So what are we going to call this figure here? This is Madison plant. Madison plant claims per policy year 2017 through 2021. Outlier out. 4 outliers removed. Okay, everybody? Madison plant. Total paid per I mean, these are not ready to be printed. I'm just beginning my work here. 2021, 4 outliers removed. Okay. So let's attempt to complete this table up here. All right. Probably the easiest thing to do would be the outliers versus no outliers. And then I'm going to have to bring some data over from the previous page that we did. So Madison plant, the forecasted loss. I'm going to just make this a little bit bigger so I can see it's in between 20 and 25. Closer up here, I'm going to say 24. So the estimated for 2023, what are we looking here? Table average, table annual, always removed. Estimated figure. All right, the number of claims per year, what we're expecting is again 24. With the outliers removed, it is about 23. To be expected, right? Because there was only a few removed. So 23. From a table perspective, I can simply click on this one. Oh, didn't mean it to do that. Delete. And the table average from before, I'm just going to go back one click and click right there. Didn't mean to do that either. Delete. All right, so we've got the estimated table, number of claims per year, table, figure, and figure. So because it's going up, that's how it is. So we can now go to the average amount per year. So this is going to be equal. I'm going to go back one tab and my 5-year average, and it's right here. I just clicked on the cell, it brought it over for me. Equal, I'm just going to go down here and click on this cell. It brings it there for me. I actually have to look at the figure now for the next two entries. So the first one is the plant wide. The plant wide, I'm going to try to make it a little bit bigger so I can see it. This is 60, and that's 70. So should we say 65? It might be a little bit too high, but 65,000. 65, 1, 2, 3. And now for the for this one, with the outliers removed, it looks to be right here at 40, doesn't it? So I'm going to say 40. So for the Madison plant, these are our annual averages, and this is our forecasted loss using the scatter plot and everything like that. As far as these other entries here, so for the figure, there's really nothing else, right? Other than the trend per year, claims per year trend, and the R-square value for the total paid. So the R-square value for the total paid right here is 0.6087. For the company, oh, I'm sorry, for Madison, for the Madison plant. Oh, I did it wrong. That's for the claims. We wanted this one, 0.2007. And over here, it's not good. It is 0.0014. 0.0014. All right, so not great. So what is the trend? Trend is the slope. So the slope here is a negative 1536. So negative 1536. Look at that. That's cool. I'm glad it did that. That's what I wanted to see. This one here is a positive 3976. 3976. And that's what the outliers do. Remove 4 outliers, and it improved things a little bit, right? Estimated loss is up around 40. Here it's 23. Annual average overall for the plant would be 71. So you see, we've actually, I think, I'll talk about this stuff in the next video. As far as all these things, all we need to do is go back and forth. So on this page, the estimated average per claim, I hit an equal sign, and I go down to my table, and the average is right here. So I just click on that and hit return. What's the next thing we need? And I'm going to do it when I go back to the other page too. The median, hit equal, it's right up here, median. The number of open claims. Oh, it should be both of these, open and reopen, so it should be 3. I'm going to go this plus this. Can I do that? Nice. $0 claims is right here. Number of outliers removed. Well, we know it's only 4. The amount, I'm going to hit equal and go down to that adding up I did. It's right here. What else? Claims trend per year. I mean, I don't know. What's the benefit of having that line in there? I mean, I guess we could estimate it. What is it? 2.8? 2.9? I guess we could put those in there. 2.9, 2.8. Yeah, okay, so I put it in there. Now, to go back and compare, I just click back 1, and I'm looking for the average right here. How different is it? Went down quite a bit. Oh, save my work. I should really, this is Madison, outliers removed. Yeah, I know this is long, I apologize. Median, just click back 1 and find the median up here. You can see how everything has changed. The number of open claims on the last one is this plus this. Did it change? Nope, it did. There's 1 open claim in the outliers. The $0 right here. The number of outliers removed is 0, and that's 0. Okay, because that's with outliers included. And so there's our table for Madison plant. And we can compare that back to what we had way back with right here. So this is the plant class code, policy year trend. So we could compare it to this. This is company wide. And then if I go back to Madison, we could compare it to this. That's a good comparison. Company wide, this is Madison. And again, it's the entire, save my work. Here's the next step. Okay, I'm going to copy this to a new tab. And now we're just going to focus on one policy class code. So I'm going to get rid of these up here. I'm going to delete these. And I'm going to turn the top row into a filter. I'm going to filter by class code, because we're just going to look at this one class code at the Madison plant. Not a lot, right? The 3076. We're narrowing to one particular job type, and they're basically a lot of assemblers, a lot of assembly. And let's see what we have now. So, wow, okay, that really reduced things. Okay, this stuff is just really no good anymore. I'm just gonna delete it so it doesn't confuse us. We're just the Madison plant. We've got 25 claims. We're just looking at 3076. And here, how much did this change? It really looks like manual material handling is going to be the thing we're looking at, though. We've got 5 cut, puncture, scrape, and again, between these two, I could probably sort this. I'm going to sort that too. Data, sort, RPN, high to low. Let's see if it jumps up. Yeah, so here's our 2. That's all we really need to focus on for that one policy class code. So there's going to be two trends. We're going to do a trend for the manual material handling. I don't know how much we're going to find with cut, puncture, scrape with only 5 and over 5 years. So the information is starting to get a little bit too small to do much with, but we're going to do it. We're going to do it anyway. So just for 3076, for this one class code, let's go insert. Okay, so there's their count. I'll put this down here. And what's the next thing we want to do? The total paid. And we'll go all the way down to 2021. Insert scatter plot. And we got to fix this. I do hope that by repeating this again and again and again, you guys are starting to learn Excel, that you don't have to watch me do it. It's like you know what needs to be done. Hopefully you guys are getting there. I don't know. All right. So let's get down here and see what we have. So we seem to be running out of space. At this point, we really don't need the company-wide. We got outliers, include outliers removed for just the Madison plant. I'm going to get rid of that. Madison plant, outliers included. Madison plant, outliers removed. And then we're going to do Madison plant, oops, Control Z. We're going to do Madison plant 3076. That's what we're focusing on now. Okay. Bring this up here. And they should do it with and without the outliers. Oh, down below. We got to get... Oh, everything is 3076. Okay. Didn't have to remove anything. But then if we're going to break it down one more layer and look at just manual material handling, though, again, I think we're getting really low on our numbers. But we're still going to look at it. So we're going to have to do the same thing with Poinette. I don't know what we're going to find. Trend line. Get extended by 2 years. R squared and... Okay. Same thing here. Add a trend line. Extend by 2 years. Display. That went up substantially. So this is, what is this? This is Madison plant class code 3076 only. Claims per policy year 2017 through 2021. 4 outliers removed. 4. Okay. Do the same thing down here. That improves substantially too. That's kind of interesting, I think. I could probably get rid of 2016 to kind of shore up space. But Madison plant. Do you see how important it is? Did you guys label these now? We're starting to get down to the grittiest of the nitty. Sorry, I'm getting kind of punchy. Total paid per policy year. 2017 through 2021. 4 outliers removed. 4 outliers removed. Okay. So what I should do is copy this over and put the outliers back in and kind of see what that did. That's what I should do. But this is kind of going to get to the end result. So what are we looking at here? You know, 0.6 isn't great, but it's getting closer to that 0.8, which we really like. 14 claims and just over, I'd say 35,000 because it's just above it. So what is it again? 14 claims. That's, yeah, I mean, that's in between here. And how much did I say again? 35,000. Yeah, it is. It's below what we had before, but in which case what it comes down to is 3076 is a majority. Okay, so I'm gonna go down one more layer, and I just want to see what happens. Okay, save my work. I'm gonna shut it off after this, and we'll come back to it. And I'll have gone in and done with and without outliers here, so we can do a comparison. So I'm gonna copy my work to one more tab, paste. All right, so this now, what we just did was Madison 3076. Now what we're going to do is Madison 3076 manual material handling only. Okay? What do we have to do? We need to sort by cause. But again, this is really narrowing it down. I don't like to go this far down because you start, losing any form of trend. But let's see what happens. Data, filter. Got to filter by cause. That's what we're narrowing it down to. We're just going to look at manual material handling. Delete. And you would think we could leave repetitive motion in there, but we're going to really bring it down. I got to go down to the down here, and we're going to get rid of that and that. So again, this is with outliers removed. I should have made that 3076 Madison 3076 outliers removed. And this is outliers removed. So we have 2 outliers removed. Okay, so let's see if we get anything out of this. We're really down to only 10. Let's get up here. I'll zoom in so you can see. And this is not great. Insert. Okay, there's the count, the total paid. Insert. All right, we gotta fix this. When you have more data, obviously this becomes easier because there's things that are represented, but in this case, we're rolling with what we can get. All right, let's fix this. Let's fix this. Let's put some trend lines in. Move it forward 2 years, get our slope. Let's do it here too. Forward by 2 years, display that stuff. All right, so here is just 30, what is that again? 3076, manual material handling. So if we just wanted to make a recommendation to focus on this one class code or job title, what could the company expect to expect in the coming years? So the R squares are not great, but they're okay. Expecting, between 6 and 7. Do we round up? Do we round down? I round down. So 6 claims. And how much? I gotta zoom this in so I can see a little bit. It's between 30 and 35. Let's just say it's 33,000. So that we're going to fill this out, and we're going to do with and without outliers. This is without outliers, and so it's the more conservative estimate. Though, what is our annual at? Annual average says about 2 per year, and about total of $7,000. So it's low. So our annual averages are lower. It's because in 2021 we had a big number here. And then up here we've got a reopened here. How much is it? It's currently at 18. So that's our most expensive one. That's what's going on. If we were to look, it'd probably be in the most previous year. It is 2021. So that's why it's spiking up like that. So without that one $18,000 claim, this would come down substantially. So I'm not going to use this, obviously, as the high. How expensive are they down here? 85,000. So probably going to, let's see here. If that one came out, what would happen? Sometimes we can just look at that kind of stuff. What would happen if where did it go? What is going on right now? It's not letting me go up. There we go. This is the most expensive claim. What if I went cut and came down here and hit paste? What would it do? Wait a minute. That's weird because there is no injection molding at Madison. I wonder if they... Huh. You know, I don't think that's right. I think that's supposed to be a pointette. Okay, let's see what happened to everything. Because we pulled that out. Where are the numbers? Here they are. So that dropped down, didn't it? Now we're saying about 15,000. That went up substantially. And we're still saying about 6. Interesting, right? Did this drop down a lot? Yeah, now it's only saying about 4,000 per year. 4,000 a year. With 2, this says, you know, with the trend that's going on. No, I'm sorry. With the trend that's going on, maybe I'll even run down 5. 5 claims in 2023, costing, you know, maybe 15,000. That's what it's saying, and that's not including these outliers that are down there. I'm not sure if that one was even correct. So that's going to be a recommendation. That at the Madison plant, manual material handling is our number one source for work comp claims. What I just went over, I'm going to dig a little bit deeper and get a little bit more detailed, but this is what I'm going to talk about tomorrow morning with my colleague who's at Poinette, because he's going to do the same. He did the same analysis for his plant. We're going to do it too. It'll be in another video, but I wanted to get this done today. So that's where we're headed. We're headed to filling out this table right here, narrowing down to a class code and a cause, and that's what we just did. So there'll be future videos. I'll kind of work ahead a little bit and then come back and explain it. But that's where we're working toward. That we have some annual averages based on our table, which are conservative, and we've got our forecasted losses, and these R squares pretty good, especially after I removed that one. I can't believe that one snuck by me, but it did. It did indeed. It's a reopen too. But this is the data I was given. Okay, so we have to kind of work within it. I should probably put it back in there, but yeah, so it is what it is. So start working on this. The Madison plant was begun, and we kind of reached a sort of a finish here. I may do one more either. Here, where's the Madison outlier removed? What did we come up with here for our priorities? So we only wanted to focus on 3076. Is that intelligent? I mean, we could. What about for causes? 20, 10, and 10. I may look at the cut puncture scrape, but there's not a lot there. And repetitive motion, we do have outliers removed there. So I may look at repetitive motion too. Kind of would fall under the manual material handling. Maybe we can combine those. Maybe that gives us a better look. So I'll investigate those things and cover it in the next video.